What if I told you that before you even walked through the front door of a store, a computer may have already noticed your vehicle, estimated your route, recognized what you are wearing, and started building a digital record of your visit? Sounds like science fiction? Well, it's not. And the technology is advancing faster than most people even realize. Every day, millions of cameras record traffic, parking lots, sidewalk, workplaces, and retail stores. Artificial intelligence is no longer just watching video, it's analyzing it. It can detect vehicles, count people, recognize patterns, identify clothing colors, estimate height, determine the direction someone has traveled, and flag unusual behavior, all in seconds. Many systems are designed to help reduce theft, improve safety, manage traffic, or protect employees. But there's another side of this story. How much information is being collected? Who has access to it? How long is it stored? And how many people have any idea that it's actually happening at all? Today we're going to look at store security. We're also going to follow the trail of data. We're going to, from the moment you leave your driveway to the roads you drive, the parking lots you enter, the stores you visit, the phone in your pocket, the badge you scan at work, loyalty cards you use, and payment methods that you choose. And the growing network of AI systems quietly connecting pieces of this information that by themselves may seem harmless, but together can create an incredibly detailed picture of your life. Some of this technology is already deployed. A lot of it is expanding rapidly. And some capabilities are being debated, tested, and adopted depending on where you live and which organization is involved. Hi, this is Hard Basis. I am Clint Allen, and let's get going here.
You may have never seen one of the new look AI speed cameras, but you soon will. After a trial in the West Country, they're heading to a road near you. Andrew Digmer from Road Angel Group says they bring road surveillance to a whole new level.
The difference with the new AI speed camera, it actually uses two cameras. One camera will get your speed reading and your ALPR for the prosecution side of things. The other camera looks directly into the cab of the vehicle to basically see with if you're compliant with the rules of the road.
For the first time, cameras can check if motorists are on their phone or not wearing seatbelts. So far, they've caught hundreds. In the first 2 weeks alone, nearly 2,000 drivers were caught speeding. One of the cameras is recording driving offences 120 times a day, something that Devon and Cornwall's Police and Crime Commissioner says is concerning.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased about that. We've only had it running on a couple of roads where we've tested it out, and we've had over 1,500 offences already, within 2 weeks. I mean, that's not great. I think for us, it shows how much education on the roads is required.
Yeah, shows how much education is needed on the road. No, this is a big, huge cash cow for the government again. They're not happy with taking all your money from your paycheck. They're not happy raping you on taxes on your properties. They're not happy with taxing a single dollar multiple times in one transaction. They're just not happy until they have all your freaking money. And that doesn't even go to the fact that these AI-powered road cameras are automatically reading your license plate, recording where you have been, on what day, what time, and how many times. That information is going to be available to law enforcement, insurance companies, the government, and anybody else who wants to buy that data. That's what it's all about, is corporate profit. buying the data, and then they'll make the money. Now, of course, we have the other flip side. It can help recover stolen vehicles, locate suspects, improve public safety. The problem is how long are they going to store this data, and what are the new ways that they're going to use it against you? That's the problem. And how much information is actually collected on any one individual on any one given day. But that's only the beginning here. In the next part, we're going to be looking at how AI and data storage is happening at your business, on you, using AI analytics and algorithms to monitor when you're clocking in and to have proof who is actually clocking in, and to track your movement around the facility to see if you're actually productively working. Also seeing if you're stealing stuff, which nothing wrong with that, and any other security issues that might be going on. But how much workplace monitoring is too much, and where will the line be drawn? You decide and comment down below what you think. There are some companies that are just absolutely just unless you're running around for that, substandard $20 an hour, $15 an hour, $10 an hour that you can't even rent an apartment for anymore. Yep.
We're talking about employees clocking in when they're not actually working, extended breaks, early outs, and even worse, someone punching in for somebody else that hasn't even arrived yet. And if you think it's just a few minutes here and there, think again. Those minutes add up. Across a team, across multiple locations, it can become a serious hit to your bottom line. While time theft isn't always treated as a criminal offense, that doesn't mean it's okay. It's still considered a form of dishonesty in the workplace, and depending on your policies, can absolutely lead to disciplinary action or termination. The good news? There is a way to manage it. And no, it doesn't take more micromanaging or a massive overhaul of your systems. In order to better understand it under your roof, it does take some video evidence from time to time. And that's where systems like Solink offer up great ways to spot it. It's through automated AI and your security system that it's possible to analyze the dwell times of individuals and who is where when they're supposed to be. A feature like zone tracking can monitor how long employees spend in specific areas. And this makes it far easier to see if someone is actually at their station during scheduled hours, confirm breaks are happening where and when they're supposed to, and spot loitering and non-task behavior in non-work zones. This isn't about playing gotcha, it's about identifying patterns. We're sure you've heard of buddy punching. It's the classic where someone's running late for a shift, so their buddy punches in for them as if they're there. One of the best ways to understand this underneath your roof is pairing video evidence with labor management systems. This is one of the best, fastest, and most effective ways to see this type of time theft in action and have real evidence for it. When someone clocks in or out, the integration grabs the timestamp and instantly pulls up the corresponding video. You can see exactly who clocked in with no guesswork or random reports from internal staff. And lastly, one of the best ways you can battle time theft in your business is to cross-check video and sales POS data. Let's say someone clocks in, but for the next 45 minutes, they're not logged into the POS. No transactions, no activity. That's a red flag, because being on the clock isn't the same as being on task, and video will prove that alongside the data every single time. Today, we're looking at internal theft. It's not a high-stakes heist, but it's something far more common and often overlooked. This kind of theft usually blends in. It hides inside everyday transactions. A refund that didn't happen, a void with no explanation, or a no sale that simply doesn't add up. Individually, these moments might seem like honest mistakes or isolated decisions, but over time, they build, and they can quietly eat away at your margins. Many businesses underestimate just how often this is happening. In a recent National Retail Federation survey, return fraud, discount abuse, and cash theft ranked among the top reported types of theft. And internal theft overall? Within the survey, it said it accounted for nearly 29% of total retail shrink. Why? Because it's hard to detect. Your employees know the systems. They know what's being watched. The tools built to catch external threats, cameras, audits, reports, on their own, often aren't equipped to flag a favor for a friend or a transaction that never happened. And that's not a reflection on carelessness, it's more of a visibility issue. The thing is that internal theft usually isn't a single moment. It's a pattern. So what actually works when trying to fight against internal theft? If it comes to registers and point-of-sale systems, from a technology standpoint, your very best bet is connecting systems. Pairing transaction data with video context is one of the best ways you can begin to see and track any patterns happening inside a store. And see that connecting POS to your security cameras can allow you to, as an example, view a refund from a store that very same day and see into the exact moment it happened. Patterns then become way easier to spot when looking over particular transactions. Let's say one employee processes 5 times more refunds than their peers. Being able to see each of those transactions side by side with video gives you potential clarity and insight that you didn't have before. Secondly, with this type of software installed, it will normally also allow you to have specific notifications sent to your devices via the system.
See, now, I personally think that this ought to be a law that this is disclosed, okay? I don't care if it's their business. It should be disclosed that you are being recorded every minute at work. There's nothing wrong with that. It should be disclosed that by law that, we're watching for this, that, and the other thing. There's nothing wrong with disclosing that to employees, and that right there would tend to lower the problem, if not eliminate it anyway. Wait till you see this next one here.
All right, so let's actually get to solving the crime. So we have a couple of clues, right? First, it's a clear elephant in the room that the crown jewels are missing, and we need to figure out who did it. We have a few clues. We know the crown jewels went missing on March 11th. We also know that it happened in this room, right, at the crown jewel display. We also got eyewitnesses that it was a janitor-looking guy that did it. And so because Verkada has built-in cloud-based AI technology, you actually don't have to look through all of the different cameras to find that incident. All you have to do is to type in what you want in plain English. Janitor at crown jewel case on March 11th, and it immediately takes you to the right footage. And so let's see what happened here. And we can play this at 3x. So it looks like a janitor guy who's cleaning. Nothing looks too out of the ordinary, right? Nothing looks too out of the ordinary. Well, it looks like he's cleaning a little too hard. He's actually cleaning out the crown jewel case now. So we know this is our guy now. All right, so let's go back a little bit. We want to actually find out his license plate number so that the police can actually make an arrest, right? Because he's masked. I can't really use this to make an arrest. And so now with Verkada, I can hover over this person. Just clicking once will use his appearance and face and pull up all of the other sightings as he moved across this site and hit all of our other cameras on that given day. So we can just watch the footage, the timeline that AI has put together for us. So we can see he's moving across our facility on the floor plan. We can actually see as he's moving through, these cameras are updating. We're showing where he's going. And this is all done automatically with AI. And so you can see he went outside, and we've got his getaway car, and there's his license plate.
This is our AI gallery. So we're highlighting a few of our coolest AI features that we recently launched. So as you experienced in the room itself, unified timeline, we're showing that in a little bit more detail. So with one click, show one person, one car, and track them across your floor plan. So instead of scrubbing through hours of footage, now you're able to reduce that time to just a few minutes and really shorten your investigations. If you'll come over here, as you saw when you entered, there was a little mini intercom. Now we're doing some very cool things. up to 10 languages, you're getting live translations. So I speak English, my coworker spoke French, but when you have visitors or vendors coming in, now I'm able to speak English and live translations, my coworker hears French, and then when she speaks French back into our intercom, I'm hearing English on the other side with live captions coming in. So 10 languages with more to come. In our corner right over here, we're addressing a few of our industry and our activity alerts. So what's really cool is that now you can add complicated alerts. So for a lot of our manufacturing customers, if there's a dangerous forklift environment, if you set a line here, if someone's not wearing a hard hat or not wearing goggles or not wearing a vest, you'll be able to get instant alerts. And in a lot of our healthcare environments, if there's like an ICU or emergency unit, if there's someone that doesn't have a mask on or doesn't have scrubs on, you'll get instant alerts when they enter those rooms as well. For a lot of our schools, our universities, our public parks, fighting detection is really big. So now we're introducing a lot of those AI-powered activity alerts for things like if someone's fighting or if someone's climbing over a fence. So a lot of this real-time analytic, it's a really good way to find instant alerts and then send the appropriate response right away. This has been really helpful for our enterprise customers. So if someone slips and falls, there's 3 things that happen. 1, you get an instant alert to the slip and fall. 2, that's automatically sent to the cloud for backup with unlimited cloud archiving backups. And then 3, AI-powered summaries automatically create a transcript. So now no one on a team has to spend hours of their time writing up incident tickets. And for a lot of our enterprise customers, this is a great operational way to unlock more budget. So expensive settlements, injury claim payouts, lawsuits that happen, this is a great way to unlock that operational lens beyond security. And then last thing that I'll take you guys to is our ALPR zones. So we have a lot of parking lot security, a lot of cameras set up in parking lots. And now what we're able to do is unlock a lot of the analytics behind it. So being able to track how many cars are coming in and out, dwell times, see how people move through drive-thrus. And we've been doing this for people as well. So in a lot of our retail environments, you can track how many people are coming in and out of your stores. You can track with our cameras queue length, wait times. For banks, for retailers, it's a great way to unlock more operational data as well.
Amnesty International conducted a 3-borough census of surveillance cameras in New York and found more than 15,000 cameras in public spaces.
This is just the part of the iceberg we can see.
A 2021 survey found that about 17% of American respondents own smart security cameras. Many were private doorbell cameras.
When you look at how many other brands of cameras there are out there, we're probably talking about hundreds of thousands of cameras.
These sensors have also become a lot more intelligent. They're able to identify moving objects, all of which makes the data much, much richer. Your life can be rewound and your secrets can be revealed.
Frequent immediate keyhole visual tasking. Target is on 20.
The surveillance ecosystem that could only be imagined back in the 1998 film Enemy of the State pretty much exists today, complete with smart cameras and high-altitude aerial imaging.
In the last 2 decades, cameras have gotten a lot cheaper, they've gotten smaller, they've gotten lighter.
A lot of the NYPD camera systems have 4K resolution, night vision capabilities, 360 monitoring, or have a swivel mount. They can zoom in. Some of them are even positioned where they can see into the bedrooms of New Yorkers.
This company's marketing video shows an example of persistent wide area motion imagery, or WAMI. It allows for the tracking of potentially hundreds of individuals simultaneously. So once an incident is observed, law enforcement can rewind and track persons of interest in the area all the way back to their homes.
If you want to go back weeks in the footage and see everywhere an individual has been, you can do that because the camera is always recording the entire frame.
If you map the route you take to school, to work, to church, or to a mosque, you can't get there unseen. And in the age of facial recognition, that means you can't get there untracked. We know that the NYPD's use of facial recognition is growing every year, and they're not an outlier. That's true for police departments around the country, and it's now increasingly common to see it used for graffiti, shoplifting, other low-level offenses.
There are also databases generated by departments of transportation, or DMVs, that collects people's passport photo or driver's license photo. There have been cases where the law enforcement agency has a grainy CCTV image of an individual who they're looking for, and they may pass that to the DMV and run a facial recognition search.
And the third category of databases is potentially the largest of all, social media.
We see facial recognition firms like Clearview AI going onto social media sites like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and just scraping data, taking our images in bulk, downloading them, ingesting them into their database. Chances are that whoever you are watching this right now, your image is in a Clearview AI database, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, think about everything that you have seen in this series, this part 2. And we've got a part 3 coming. The pros, the cons, the legal part of it. You know, and some of you might be sitting there going, well, you know, this is good. This could really stop a lot of criminal situations. Yes, you're right. What happens on down the line when we do have all the criminal cleaned up, handled, taken care of? What's next? AI watching in stores, AI recognition vehicles on the road, AI analyzing behaviors, patterns, your movements. AI is just coming along much faster than what people realize when it comes to the surveillance state. Some see this as a future with public safety where crime is crushed and efficiency. Others, rightfully so, worry about data collection on them who doesn't, have a criminal background whatsoever, who follows the rules. How are these systems going to be expanded? The real question is whether AI surveillance exists. It's going to be how much we're willing to accept it and where the line should be drawn. In part 3, we're going to take an in-depth look into the debate, the pros, the cons, the benefits, the concerns raised by privacy advocates, and of course, some of the conspiracy theories surrounding this new AI surveillance. So I'm going to help you with separating documented facts from speculation. If you don't want to miss that, go ahead, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It's going to be a really good part 3. This conversation is just getting started. We've got a lot of angles to cover. See you on the next one. Up in the corner here, I'll put the part 1, and the other down here, I'll put another video that you can check out from my channel. But either which way, you don't want to miss part 3.